Hi friends, my name is Debbie and today we're gonna be getting into fall. We're gonna be painting a pumpkin card. So let's jump in and get started. We're gonna start off by putting our name. In this case I wrote pumpkin, and I'm just going with my smaller brush and some black color going around the letters. This is very simple, nothing much to it. Then I decided to use some masking fluid, and we're just gonna go around the pumpkin, like the inner parts. Those lines, we want to keep them light, so we're putting the masking fluid to keep the color nice and light. So we're just going around all of the pumpkins. This is a very simple step. There's some markers that you can use. In this case I have the liquid, so I'm just using this tool for it, and we're gonna let this dry completely, and then we're gonna go to our colors. So for the colors I started off by using some orange. The first pumpkin is gonna be a little bit of blue with a little bit of green, very light on the color. We're gonna start light first, and then we're gonna add more layers and more shadows to our pumpkins. So I'm just going around the pumpkin, and very light, not too much paint, lots of water, and we're just gonna go around our pumpkins. We will go back to it when it's dry, and we will add some more layers to it. We will also put the stem, and I will be adding a few touches here and there, some flowers, just to give a little bit more freshness to the card. And just applying this. This paper is not 100% cotton, so it's kind of acting up a little bit. But if you have 100% cotton paper, watercolor is gonna look so much prettier. In this case I'm using just some postcards that I got from Amazon, and you can find them Amazon. They have a lot of varieties, so you can find different types of postcards. For the next pumpkin I'm just using a little bit of orange, and I added a little bit of yellow to make it lighter. And for the next pumpkin that is going to be in the back, I used the same orange, and I just added a little bit of brown to make it just a little bit darker, the one in the front. For this one I'm just using a gray color, which is ultramarine blue and burnt sienna, very light. Remember, we're gonna start really light, and then we're gonna build up the colors. I'm putting some fall leaves. For this one I'm using the red and a touch of burnt sienna, very little, not too much, just to give a little bit more definition to the red. I don't want it too bright. I want it a little bit kind of like fall looking color. And just putting some touches here, some leaves, using the same colors. I added the burnt sienna and then the mix of the red with the burnt sienna. I'm adding another leaf on this side just to keep some balance. Remember, the composition has to have some balance, and it's gonna guide our eyes through the places where we want the people to look at first. So I have the micron, and this is the sienna, and I just added the branch to that one. Over here I'm gonna be putting a sunflower. We started with the center. This is just the brown color, making some dots, and then with the yellow one we're just gonna pull from the center to the outside, and that's how we make our petals. It's okay if it mixes a little bit with the brown. It's just gonna give more natural looking petals, so that's what we're looking for. Really nice and organic. and we're just making some petals. And then I realized that the pumpkin that I had, the color is a little bit dark, and I decided to add a little bit of wash to my yellow paint, so I was able to put it in the front, not in the back. It's gonna be lighter, so it's gonna be moving to the front with the wash. And it was just a little bit of white, and it's gonna make my watercolor opaque, so it's gonna let me put them in the front of the pumpkin. And I'm putting another sunflower on this side. Very simple. Start with your center, the brown color in the center, and then with your yellow just make some petal shapes and let it bleed. Let the brown move a little bit to your yellow, and it's gonna look more natural. Now I'm going around with the second coat. Is the exact same color, just going in some areas of my pumpkins where the pumpkin where we put the masking fluid. That's where I'm going with the darker color, just going around the masking fluid, and it's gonna give us like a shadow. It's gonna look like the pumpkin is like a 3D. So that's what we're looking for. Now with a black marker, I'm just going back to it, because when watercolor dries completely, it just turns very light. So I'm adding a little bit more touch to it with my marker, and I'm just doing some more details on this sunflower, adding some leaves, some green. I'm using the sap green, but you can use any green that you have, it's fine. I really apologize about my manicure. I'm missing some of the nails. 2 nails are missing there. This is not the best glue. I just didn't have time to go to the salon and do my nails, so I apologize for that. But we're working on the card. We're not working on the nails. So right now I'm adding my second coat to this pumpkin. On the left is the exact same color, just adding some more dimension to those creases on my pumpkin, and trying to blend. I don't want to leave too hard lines. We want to make sure you apply the darker color and then you try to blend it a little bit, making sure that the center of those pumpkin pieces keep some light in the center and just the shadows on the outside. Same on this orange pumpkin. I'm using the exact same color, just going back to my second layer, and again I'm just going right next to where we put the masking fluid, just to give the extra touch to our pumpkins. And it's gonna pop really nice and beautiful. As you can see, it's looking really pretty. I mean, this is very easy card. It's nothing crazy. This is stress-free. We're having a good time. I hope you're having a good time too. And I'm decided to put another sunflower on this side. It kind of looked like needed something, so I'm putting a touch of another sunflower. And again, you start with your center, the brown center, and then you add your petals. I'm adding a little bit of shadow underneath the pumpkins and the leaves. So this is just ultramarine blue and burnt sienna, 50% and 50%, very light, because remember, this is just a shadow, so it has to be light. And I'm going also around these leaves here for the sunflower. Very simple. If I'm going too fast and I put in this video too fast, please make sure you pause it and go at your own speed. Then we remove the masking fluid, and then we're gonna take the same color that we use for each pumpkin, and we're just gonna go and add the color to the white spots that we left behind when removing the masking fluid. And as you can see, it's looking like a 3D. Very nice. Nice shadows in here. Remember, try to blend any marks, any lines that you see. Just blend as good as you can. And we're just adding a few more details on these pumpkins. Again, I'm just going with the exact same color as the one we used before, and just going inside those white marks. You can change the colors of the pumpkins. You don't have to use the same colors like mine. I thought gray, green, and orange would look so like fall colors. So that's what I'm using, those colors. But you can use any colors that you like. Now I'm using my black watercolor, and I'm going back to my letters pumpkin. In the M, I got a little bit mistaken there. So with the wash, I went back and I just put a little bit of white wash in between, and then I was able to rescue my M. Then I have some golden watercolor, and I'm just gonna make like an outer line just to give a little bit more touch to this card. And you can use your ruler. In this case, I used mine, and then I'm just going with my brush and my watercolor, the bronze watercolor, and I'm just going around. Very simple. If you don't have this color, it's okay. You can use markers and any color that you like that maybe goes with the theme. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this video. Give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I will see you on my next video. Take care, friends. Bye bye.